Hey everyone, Sirturmund here again, and today I wanted to bring you some Akshan Varus gameplay. Because the deck is actually doing pretty well in the current meta, because we have a lot of access to some control tools that deal with some of the things in the current meta, right? So stuff like Unforgiving Cold is really good against a lot of the massive decks, and sometimes even some of the Aatrox decks, although we still lose to most Aatrox decks. But the really key parts here are Battle Negation, which completely stopped the champion strength decks. And then we also do well into the Acolyte decks. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a game today to showcase against Acolytes, but if you look at the stats on all the other Legends of Runeterra sites, this deck has like a 70% win rate against the Acolyte decks, just because you're able to just commit a lot of units and have the Unforgiving Call to take favorable trades against their big Acolytes. And you can kill them with Fierce Wielder and then try to set up for like a big overwhelm play with the Varus or the Sivir with the Absorber to kind of finish up the game. So this deck can go a little bit faster than those decks, and obviously again the deny is the big thing that beats the champion strength deck. So because this deck is so well positioned, I wanted to bring it up and showcase it to you all, even though it doesn't really have any of the new cards from the new expansion. It's still kind of playing mostly all the old cards. So let's quickly go through the list. Obviously we also saw GrandpaRoji kind of bring like a similar list with Sivir Varus to Worlds and Action. And there's a good reason for that. It is a very good deck. So, triple for second back high, pretty straightforward, gives you some nice predict, can let you predict into your weapon or into your action on turn 2. Momentous Choice, one of the best cards with equipment. 2 Shipstone for even more value so that we can actually set up that OTK with Varus. Double Dark Bloodletters for the equipment so that we can kind of swap the equipment. But really, the key equipment in this deck is not actually Bloodletters, it's the Swinging Glaive. This deck thrives on putting Swinging Glaive, like I said, in action, and allowing you to like turbo level the action landmark because of all the lucky finds that you're going to be creating, counting as a self-target, and potentially makes your action really, really big, or any other unit that you put Swinging Glaive on, whether it's Sivir, etc. Then Treasure Seeker for some early blockers, triple action, 1 Keeper of the Pots, 1 Luminary Cultist. Each one of these can be good blockers depending on the situation. Haven't decided which one of these I like better, so that's why you have 1-on-1. Double Absorber to finish up games with Overwhelm on Sivir or any other big units. 1 Grappling Hook for some sneaky strikes, right? Because you have a lot of self-targets between the gems, between the lucky finds, etc. Triple Merciless Hunter, pretty good unit. Lets you to put vulnerable on any one of the key opponent's units and pull them away. For example, that's why I like this. You can put this on an Acolyte and then pull it away with a quick attack Sivir to kind of push that damage through. We talked about the Swinging Glaive. We have double Vagabond for some fearsome blockers and also lets us advance the Warlord Palace. Double Fierce Wielder. We have some equipment right between Varus, between the Swinging Glaive and the Darkened Bloodletters that lets us take advantage of the strike. Double Ranger Knight is really good with Swinging Glaive because that way you get double lucky finds and can put a lot of pressure if the opponent doesn't have a way to actually deal with the Defector. It's also really good against the slower decks, like if you for some reason go against Control, this is where this comes into clutch. Triple Renegation really there as 3-up because of Champion Strength, right? So we talked about this. This is why this deck can do so well. A lot of Shirima decks do well against Champion Strength decks because of Renegation. But you still gotta be careful that you have a decent enough hand, otherwise you end up just falling apart. 1 Sivir for some potential lethal scenarios. She can level up really quickly. Triple Unforgiving Call against all Demacia and all board heavy decks. Can be crucial and also really good as well as dealing with like elusives. Like if you have like a really big Kayle elusive deck, for example, that's one way to deal with it. And then finally, Varus is how the way that you kind of finish in most games by having Varus go really big and pushing all that overwhelm damage. So it's really a mid-range deck that relies a lot on combat base and a lot of combat tricks. So it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice, and it's really rewarding to pull off the plays, in my opinion. And it doesn't feel like unfair either. So you're gonna have some very even matchups. But there are some units that you just win in the spot because of your access to Battle Negation or some of the strikes that you have. So, yeah. Hope you enjoy the games coming up soon. And if you do, make sure to like the video below and subscribe to us. We're so close to 5,000 subs. So, if you have the time, just press that subscribe button below as we try to get 5,000 before the year ends. So, I'll see you all in the end of the video for some mulligan tips. In this matchup, we're going against Katarina Gwen. It's a classic Katarina Gwen. Keeper is whatever. Unforgiving Cold should be very good against them. But we do play 3 Unforgiving Cold. What if we actually try to look? I mean, Merciless Hunter is probably good enough to keep because he can let us kill the Gwen. So we keep the Merciless Hunter because he lets us kill the Gwen. We have Battle Negation for the Harrowing. We have action to start working with the action condition. We don't hit any... I'm debating if I want to go for a second Batai. I think I do. I think that's actually fair. This Pigeon is a little bit annoying because opponent can make that be a 3-3 by attacking with something else attached to it.
Where's my axe?
What did we actually fish for the equipment? We don't get the equipment either. I guess we'll go for Sivir. We'll block here, let this guy go big.
I'll do better this time.
Yeah, that's actually super annoying. Because that guy's gonna be bigger and bigger than what we can deal with. Ah, that's so annoying. If we had gotten any Bloodletters here, I guess we only played 2 Bloodletters, so that's the only thing that we could have gotten there. Double Predict though, I guess it's fine. No, I guess it's fair. I guess it's fair. We are just playing double Bloodletters, so it's not like we're playing like a ton of them either. Sentry Flock, and then attack for 7. That's such a powerful attack by them. That's actually so good for them. No, wait. Okay, so nothing out of the Flock, so I'm okay with that.
If only she could see
Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with that. We could even play Barris here, so that we could block. Yeah, opponent doesn't want to attack with the Gwen because they don't want to lose the momentous choice. Yeah, perfect.
There is no forgiveness.
I'm always willing to sacrifice my action here. Opponent doesn't want to lose the momentous choice, so that they don't want to attack with Barris. But now they get punished by the Merciless Hunter, killing the Gwen anyways. I forgot that Barris had 4 HP. Honestly, that 4 HP came in clutch. Not gonna lie. Might actually just go Sivir instead, to be honest. Sivir into Chain of Corruption. Yeah, why not? We have the Spell Shield, that way we can actually kill the Gwen.
A single empire ruled by the true king.
So this thing is gonna die, right? And I kind of want to make sure, yeah, I kind of want to make sure that we push some damage through. So let's just kill this one. Let's just kill this Gwen. Actually, we probably should have done it on the Barris because we were always gonna pull with Sivir. Oh, they're actually gonna glimpse. Okay, yeah. So we should put it on the Barris because the Barris will have pushed more damage to actually progress our Sivir level up. I'm willing to sacrifice Barris into this Reckoner. I have no problem with that. I have no problem with that.
Every fight falls.
Now, it is a little bit dicey, right? But because we have Battle Negation, I'm feeling confident. But maybe that's not actually a good thing. Because opponent could easily get Katarina to punish this Spell Shield. Let's go here. Let's go Treasure Seeker first. Let's not show that the opponent that I don't have access. Okay, they went about it that way. That's cool. So let's go Vagabond now. That will enable me to hit the Warlord's Palace. Opponent this time doesn't respect the... This time doesn't actually respect the thing, right? Doesn't respect the momentous choice. Which I think is actually fair for them not to. We go Darken Equipment here. That way our Warlord's Palace is enabled. Again, we still have the Battle Negation for the Harrowing. So if the opponent is setting up like a big Harrowing, it's not going to really work out for them. Silver's going to level up here. Now we get the Unforgiving Call as well. That's kind of good. And by kind of good, I mean like really good. We can play the action. I don't know if I actually like the action. I don't know if I actually like the action anymore. I think we have to. Because my hand is really low value. We don't have any more draw, and we already drew our Barris from the 3 spells. Did we draw our Barris from the 3 spells already? Actually, we haven't. No, we haven't. So we could easily have another Barris. Right? So we could easily have another Varus. I'm gonna go like this. I don't care if the opponent kills Sivir. Right? They're gonna have a block or something like that. And I'm okay with that. So this only gets punished by a block. This only gets punished by a block. Opponent really tapped out of the battle piece. If the opponent lets this attack go through, then she gets quick attack. Yep, they have the flock. Cool. Do we block that with action? I think we do. I think we do. I think we block it with action anyways. To advance the Warlord's Whore even more. I guess we could have gone for the Walking Sands first. No, I think I'm gonna go like this. We haven't drawn the Barrows yet, so I know that I'm gonna be able to draw Barrows anytime that I want. I'm not scared of the Harrowing, and the Warlord's Whore is gonna enable me to get all the... Okay, we still have another Barrows that we're gonna draw, right? So, sure. I like playing Barrows first because that way I can actually get rid of the unit. Opponent could have the Fallen Reckoner, but I don't think it's a big deal. Okay, they do get the Dancers. The Dancers is a little bit more of a bigger deal because the Dancers brings back. I guess let's go like this. Let's go like this. It brings back the Ruin Reckoner, right? So we can still kill their stuff. Yeah, it brings back the Ruin Reckoner like I expected, but opponents are not gonna have any targets for it because we're just gonna go like this. So opponent has no targets for it because we go like this and kill their whole board. We're still looking for one more spell so that we can actually draw our third virus, our fourth virus at this point. I guess opponent can, right? Opponent could actually go for the Reckoner because he doesn't die because of the freeze. Okay. So they get to push 5 here. I have 1 card left. We have a Warlord's Whore happening soon. We have Random Negation. Ooh. So, what I'm thinking here is that if we momentous choice, I don't think I'm able to play the Chain of Corruption. I think I have to pass. I don't think I can play the Chain of Corruption without having a target. I mean, maybe I can. Because what I'm thinking here... Okay, opponent gives it to us, I guess. What I'm thinking here is that we go like this. Wait, did I really draw the Barrows? Or do I just not have any more Barrows in my deck? Do I just have no more Barrows in my deck? Oh, I only played 2 Barrows. So yeah, I already lost one. Oh, wow. Okay, so that's on me. That's on me. I forgot about the fact that I only played 2 Barrows. So I already lost one earlier. So I only have 1 left. Katarina is actually a big deal because she can level up here and push a lot of damage. Yeah, that's actually such a big deal by them. We can negate it. We can negate the level up with Random Negation. Oh, okay, never mind. We're good gamers. We're good gamers anyway, so we don't need to actually use the Random Negation. We have a Sandstorm Charger that has died, so going for the revive is not actually the correct play here. We have to go for the draw. We have to go for the draw. Battle piece doesn't matter. We have to go for the draw. So that was a big misplay. Me thinking that I had a third Barrows was a big deal. Because I was really just counting on that, right? I was really just counting on that third Barrows. This is a great draw because we can go Absolver here. Right? So we can go like this. And that also will almost level up Barrows. This is pushing lethal damage with the Scout. And then we attack. I guess opponent could block with the Fallen Reckoner and have another blocker. But we can pull the Fallen Blocker away. check this out. Check this out. Check this out. This is gonna be a cool play here. So we can pull the blocker away with the Merciless Hunter, right? You see how this is lethal? Opponent's gonna think that they're gonna be safe, but the moment that we do this, the Varus levels up and gets overwhelmed and wins the game. Alright, that's a cool way to finish it. Even through my little misplay there, that's a cool way to finish it. I had the ground negation the whole time, opponent, so yeah, hammering would have never worked out for you, so GG's. In this matchup, we're going against Braum Kayle. The problem that the opponent has is that Unforgiving Cold is going to punish Kayle pretty heavily. I want to look for action. The Swinging Glaive is nice, but I want to look for action first. And we do play triple Swinging Blade. I don't want to be stuck with like 2 of them in my hand just yet. Now we actually are in a bad spot, huh? We're in a bad spot unless we get something from the prediction here. Grappling hook? Not great. We don't get action yet. Let's play action. Let's play action out. I don't think opponent has a great blocker for action anyway, so that way we can advance the Warlord's Palace a little bit more. We don't have any equipment, which is the only downside. I wish I had the Swinging Glaive now and that we didn't really get it away. Oh, is opponent just playing an elusive deck? Oh, that might be a Braum actually. That might actually be a Braum. That might actually be a Braum, which would actually be a problem. That's a 3/9 Braum. Huh. That's a big boy Braum. I don't think we win this anymore. I don't think we win this anymore because we don't have any equipment. Huh. Yeah, we don't have any equipment. We don't have any way to actually enable my things. We can wait. We can wait and see. That's an interesting deck idea, by the way, with the Braum Kayle. But it also gets a 3/3 out of this. And starts buffing the rest of his units up. He still has another unit in their hand that also got buffed by that flames that we haven't seen. Actually, this is the one that he gave +3/+3 to it. He hasn't given plus. He hasn't shown whichever one he gave. Oh no, the other one is +2/+2. Maybe the opponent gets greedy and blocks with Braum here. Wait, we don't have the scout either. We don't have the scout anyways. So as long as the opponent keeps their Braum alive, I think they're fine. Wow. It's only. I guess this is enough. Yeah, okay. He gave us the Braum at least. Alright, so we dealt with the Braum. Now we have to deal with the elusive. We dealt with the Braum. Now we have to deal with a 5/7 elusive. And see how he goes. We need the equipment, so I guess we could deal with it because of the Unforgiving Cold, but we need the equipment. But we need Varus. Okay, we get the equipment. The equipment is good. He also enables our momentous choice. Right, so he also enables our momentous choice, which is always nice. We also get some lifesteal here. Don't think it's the turn yet to do Unforgiving Cold. I think I have to be willing to take that 5. I have to be willing to take that 5. Ah, that's 6, I guess, now. So, but it's just going to be hand buffing all their stuff and then go from there. This is what their deck is telling me they do. Divine Clerk also could be annoying. Really? I like this because this gives me access to Varus after I do one more spell. This also still lets me attack. We get rid of one of their units. We go here, predict. Action or Sivir will be really nice. We get neither of them. I'm gonna skip and play a risky. Second momentous choice, not ideal. We just need to get our Sivir. Swinging Glaive. Let's play Swinging Glaive here. I'm looking for the Barrows OTK, I think. So I don't think I want to actually... I don't know if I actually want to play the Momentous Choice. Well, at the same time... because I want to have the Barrows to just present OTK, but it's very likely the opponent has a freeze. Especially because they're also playing equipment. So I'm going to go like this right now. I'm going to go like this. This also lets me play the Barrows out right now. And maybe give the Barrows Spell Shield because of the Swinging Glaive. Lets me get 2 hits from Swinging Glaive. We still can punish a big Kayle because of Unforgiving Claw, for example. What is even playing the Toro? Okay, the opponent's deck is very base. The opponent's deck is very base. I absolutely dig it. You can play the Bloodletters on the Keeper of the Bots. Okay, there we go. Spell Shield? Spell Shield. Still loses to an Unforgiving Cold though, by the way. Right, so the Spell Shield still loses to the Unforgiving Cold. So I gotta be a little bit careful about that. I'm gonna be willing to trade this, I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be willing to trade this. With the Messenger. Okay, opponent's not gonna give me that trade. We get to lifesteal back up. Pale Cascade, okay, so they are gonna trade anyway. So Pale Cascade. I think we're in a good spot actually. So I think now we're in a good spot because of the fact that the Barrows can actually just OTK the opponent. If the opponent's not careful. We're not in a risk of dying because we have the Unforgiving Cold. So it's going to be whether the opponent has Unforgiving Cold or not, right? If they have Unforgiving Cold, they survive. We could even swinging... Absolutely swinging Glaive right now, right? Probably better to actually do it on the Elusive, though. Let Anaka do her thing, but then we're presenting... No, I like it like this. Kinda sucks that we're using up all the buffs, right? That we could have used for our OTK next turn. But I think I'm actually gonna play around the Unforgiving Cold and have this game go a little bit longer now. Opponent does have the lifesteal here. But again, I don't know how much that's actually doing for them. I'm actually gonna just swap equipment. Right, so I'm gonna go like this and just swap my equipment over and over. So that we can continue buffing the Barrows by 2 at a time instead of just 1 at a time. To play the action out now instead. And still do the same thing. So we can play the action out and still do the same thing. Swinging Glaive, Bloodletters, start working on getting the Warlord's Horror as low as possible. Celestial Blessing, opponent just wants to lifesteal, I guess. We go here. And then we do it again. I want to get the Warlord's Horror quickly done. The problem is, again, we still have the Unforgiving Cold next turn, right? We still have the Unforgiving Cold next turn, which opponent just takes this damage. So, because they just want to lifesteal, right? They just want to lifesteal, they just want to heal, but the Unforgiving Cold is going to punish them. I guess we cannot stop this heal here. And maybe his units get bigger than my Barrows can actually deal with. Double Unforgiving Cold completely wins us the game now. It's a good try. It's a good try, not gonna lie. I might actually block this with action. Because at this point what I want to do is advance the Barrows more than I care about action, right? Like action living here doesn't really matter. Barrows is at... Yeah, there we go. 14. We get the Warlord's Horror. We get to pull things. We let him play. Do we let him play a unit out? I think I like the draw here. Because the problem is that he does have a lot of blockers, right? I'm already at +10/+10, so he really has a lot of blockers. Wow. You know what? Let's go like this.
There's a price to pay.
If you have the Unforgiving Call, you have it. Otherwise, you lose. And there we go. They don't have it. I gotta risk it. I had to risk it. The fact that the opponent also took that damage lasted and didn't really question it tells me that they probably didn't have it. So we pull with the vulnerable so that we get rid of the bigger blockers and just go from there. So GG's. In this matchup, we're going against Annie Jhin. Ooh, we do have one keeper of the box that could give us some lifesteal. But aside from that, we might be in a little bit of trouble. This is not a bad hand to start with, though. Treasure Seeker and Action. Okay, the two cards that I just drew are not good for this matchup. I guess Bloodletters into Grappling Hook is not bad. What if we actually go for Second by Kai? Go for the Vagabond as an additional blocker. Also lets me advance the Wordless Palace pretty well. Problem is that we don't have a way to block the Annie, huh? We also don't really have a good blocker for the Sunhawk. So we can block the Annie, we can block the Sunhawk.
My first big
We
mission.
can block, I mean, we could block the Unkuroki and just get the value from the action. That's not bad. Yeah, that's not bad. I mean, we'll take the 4. I think we'll take the 4.
Time to go.
We'll take the 4 here. We could just open attack for another 4 damage. I think that's actually correct. Yeah, I like the open attack for 4 damage here. Advance my Wordless Palace even more. My Wordless Palace even more. Saboteur. And then we go here.
You like it? I mean, shut up.
Giving us a blocker for Annie and all this stuff. I guess the opponent has the stun, right? But he's probably gonna have the stun here. We don't have any equipment, unfortunately. It probably has to be Treasure Seeker if the opponent has the stun, just so that we have enough blockers to survive. Yeah, there's the Sunhawk. Stuns my 3/3. The opponent's also gonna be leveling up their Annie. We go here, Treasure Seeker. The opponent commits anything else. Annie levels up. I think opponent did it the wrong way. Yeah, opponent did it the wrong way. If they put the Saboteur on the left side of Annie, Annie would have leveled up before the Saboteur skill came out, allowing them to actually be able to kill the Annie. What we could do here, we can block like this, and just play up sober. Or do we just sacrifice the action? We could just sacrifice the action. I actually want to get rid of the unit. So I might actually go like this. I guess it doesn't matter which way we do it. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of the Sunhawk. I want to keep them not having that many units. Problem here is that we don't have we will have the Fierce Wielder at least. The opponent has Jhin and Tivers, which both are presenting a lot of pressure. Keeper of the box would be nice. Don't know if it's enough. The Vital Negation is not bad. The Ranger Knight effect that doesn't get activated until after I play Barrows. I might actually go for the Vital Negation. So that we can stop a Decimate. Or like the whole combo when the opponent spills out their Jhin. We can negate all their skills. I'm gonna take the attack. If the opponent decides to block, I'm not playing. Yeah, because the opponent thinks I have momentous choice, right? The opponent thinks, oh, he just telegraphed that he has momentous choice. Little does he know that I actually don't, and I just completely swing that. We have Furious Wielder. Tivers is kind of annoying. Right? So the problem here is that we probably need to do this now. Probably need to do this on the Jhin now. And then we can play the Walking Sands and block both damages. So this lets me kill the Jhin, preventing the Jhin from potentially being able to just win. Then we play the Walking Sands, giving me a blocker for Tivers that the opponent doesn't want to have to attack into. And we go like this. We also have, I mean, the 3-3 doesn't die against Annie. It just gets done. Oh, actually, I guess it does. It does die into Annie. Yeah, because Annie deals 3. But why give me the Tivers like this? That doesn't make sense to me. Did the opponent forget about Tivers? I guess they must have. Opponent has 5 cards. And has a second Jhin. Okay, they have a block. So opponent has 5 cards and has a second Jhin. So that's a good thing that I did my Furious Wilder the way that I did it. Otherwise, the opponent would have been able to just stun me because of the flaw and the general field. So if I waited until after the opponent already had, then they would have just been able to win. Fortunately for us, I guess we do have the grappling hook. What? Okay, we go here. Let's say we go here. And we play the grappling hook. We're still not presenting lethal, right? We're still not presenting lethal because we don't have, because this gets reset. We still have Battle Negation though for next turn. The opponent is the, I mean, the Jhin levels up, right? The Jhin levels, opponent might just take this damage. Opponent might actually just take this damage so that they can keep the Annie alive, but the Battle Negation might punish them because of that. No, not anymore, right? I mean, this is gonna be still. We still take 2. What? This attack makes no sense. What?
That's all.
This attack makes no sense. We have Battle Negation. We have double Battle Negation. Oh no! So now we literally just punish every skill in their board and we don't take any damage. They had a second Annie to remove the spell shield. They wanted to kill the Sivir, but then even if they kill Sivir, they still lose into the Vagabond. This open attack, you have a leveled up Jhin. You literally have a leveled up Jhin. Why open attack like that? Did he forget what level up Jhin does? Oh, that Battle Negation just completely punished him. He gets rid of every skill. The Disintegrate, the Lotus Trap, the Undermine, the Molten Shield. So I'm literally taking 0 damage here. Opponent needs to have double Fervor. And now they don't win because they don't have any units to actually do the double Fervor with. We open attack. And that's game? No, Doombeast. We lose to Doombeast. We would have lost to Doombeast where the opponent didn't have it. So we just open attack and we win the game. Because we have a second Battle Negation for backup. Oh. Wow. That's probably another flock, by the way, is what I'm guessing.
The real treasure is
But
friendship.
GG's. Wow. In this matchup, we're going against Jinx Champion Strength. Now, we do play triple Battle Negation, right? And this is our Battle Negation. Since we have the Battle Negation, I think I'm going to try to mulligan for something early. Keeper of the Box is pretty good as well, because it's an Earstone unit that the opponent's going to have a hard time blocking with. We just need to keep enough mana for Battle Negation to negate their Champion Strength, and that should give us a lot of value to slow down. Maybe it was great to keep the Swinging Glade. That's the only thing I'm like a little hesitant about. How do I do this here? We can go. That was probably a mistake, actually, by the way. Because by doing it this way, we don't have access to actually play the Keeper of the Box with the Swinging Glaive. We could still play the Swinging Glaive on her next turn and just make my Lunari Cultist be the strong unit. The police also kind of play like a weird list where they're actually playing more. Looks like they're opting to actually play more like challenger units, which is not what I usually see, but this is going to be a really hard unit for them to deal with. Like, this is a really hard unit for them to deal with, especially as he's going to continue getting buffed up by the Lucky Finds. As long as I keep Battle Negation whenever the opponent has 8 mana, then I should be okay. But I made a slight misplay by not playing the Keeper, right? And I would have been healing up this damage instead. Although I guess the Keeper will just die to the Braum. Opponent's just going all in, huh? Opponent's going just all in. I like the quick attack. I like the quick attack for now. This is going to be 3, 5, 7, 8. We are taking a lot of damage. We're taking 8, but remember, we have the Keeper of the Bots, which is nice. It doesn't really have lifesteal, so we can play it out right now and then have Momentous Choice to save it. Because, I mean... Okay, yeah, so opponent's just going to commit all in. So I'm going to go here, knowing that I'm going to have Momentous Choice to keep this girl alive. Oh, okay, so opponent's just going to go like that. If that's the case, then we can actually go... If we go Darkin Bloodletters, opponent can still kill this. Opponent's just going to try to kill it in different ways. We can go like this and keep access to Momentous Choice to actually be able to keep this alive if the opponent drags it with the Fleet Feather. Right, so opponent drags with the Fleet Feather. The downside here is that we're not killing the Braum, right? So we're not killing the Braum. We're keeping our lifesteal unit alive though. Opponent's playing like they don't have champion strength, by the way. So that's something I should probably keep in mind. Quick attack is really good. Lets me actually... Yeah, I like the quick attack. Lets me actually go ahead and lifesteal for the 5 this turn. I guess opponent could technically have access to like a get it. No, they don't have access to a get excited. My problem is just how much damage I'm taking. So that we can go action here. And let's go like this. Let's go like this and just heal all the way up to 14. This has Fearsome. Opponent can only block with one of their other units. If they have a Get Inside, it's a little bit annoying, but it's not impossible for us to deal with. A Jinx doesn't kill my Keeper yet. And opponent's actually going to give up their Braum. So look how the opponent, opponent decided to trade. So maybe they don't actually have access. Maybe they don't actually have champion strength. Yeah, they're just going to play for the Jinx instead. Which is also annoying. It's also very annoying because we have a pretty awkward hand here, right? So the opponent will be able to actually... Opponent would actually be able to just play the rocket out. That's a world where... Because if I play this here... I guess we go like this. Honestly, I think I like it like this. This gives me an extra health here and an extra attack power. We can play the Bloodletters on the action, and we can always try to negation. And we can always try to negation their rocket, but I don't know if that's actually the play that we want to do. We're gonna play the Bloodletters on the action, because action is just gonna die. Wait, are you serious? You can't give it. You can't give this to me like this. Yeah, you have to just use the rocket first. Like that makes the most sense. Now, here's my question, right? Who negate this rocket? But then I'm losing to a battle negate. I'm losing to a champion strength. I'm losing to a champion strength. However, I think it's important for me to actually negate this rocket because I'm not gonna block the Jinx this turn. Unfortunately, we didn't have the way to actually kill Jinx.
Not at all.
So we don't have the Furious Welder. Yeah, opponent's actually even gonna give me the lifesteal here. Because we're gonna sacrifice action into one of the opponent's units. And that still heals me all the way up. And then we heal again by attacking with this. if the opponent
There is still time to
opponent goes
surrender.
this way,
Just say, "Oh,
then they
please don't
deny
kill
my
me,
lifesteal,
Akshan."
but they keep the action alive. Okay, so opponent decided that it's better to just negate my lifesteal.
Come now.
Alright. The problem is that the Jinx and the Chompers makes it really hard for me to actually ever push enough damage. I'm gonna need to draw the Furious Wielder. I'm gonna need to have the Furious Wielder available. Or we could just have Varus. Champion Strength loses me the game. Champion Strength loses me the game, huh? Varus is not enough to commit lethal. Varus is not enough to commit lethal, right? Because he's gonna be a 4. Like he hasn't gotten any stacks yet. So we're gonna go like this right now. Leave our Absorber available if we need to. The opponent's gonna play a second rocket. We go down to 2. They don't have enough to the rocket and I get excited just yet. If they drew the Champion Strength here, we just lose the game. But as it is right now, we can actually just push a little bit of damage. We can also attack with the Dark Control, there's no problem. And again, all I need right now is the Furious Wielder. So I need this Furious Wielder to actually be able to get the lifesteal on the attack, even through the Chompers. So fortunately, don't know how likely I am to draw it. I do have a Predict here. So I do have a Predict here, which is not bad.
Isn't it?
The Challenger is so good, but the Challenger is good for later. Not for right now. Because I don't think I survive this turn. Like if I don't get the freeze. Okay, so let's say we do the freeze. The freeze also does it. Because I can freeze the Jinx attack. Opponent's only going to be pushing 4. So I can freeze the Jinx attack. Opponent can only push 4. And that might be enough if the opponent doesn't commit the rocket right away. The problem is that we didn't get another unit, right? We would have needed another unit. Because now we lose to the opponent doing the rocket first and then open attacking. They might go ahead and just... Okay, this is a Champion Strength then, right? Yeah, we just lose here then, right? Because that's 5. Yeah, we go down to 1. Again, if we had the strike, we have a chance, right? Because we could strike and keep the... But the fact that we had double swinging blade won in the game, so GG's. Ah, that's so unfortunate. That's so unfortunate. Our hand just was so awkward with the triple swinging blade. Usually it's not a big deal, but that game actually was a game where we wanted more strikes or something like that. And unfortunately, we ended up with just a freeze. The freeze could have done it, the opponent open attack, but they didn't make that mistake. So in this matchup, we're going against Azir Taliyah. Board is playing some spice right now. Let's look for action or swinging glaive. Forsaken Bakai and Bloodletters are both really good. So it activates our Unforgiving Cold and Momentous Choice. So that's not, you know, not bad at all. Forsaken Bakai could also get us into something nastier, like action or swinging glaive. With the Vagabond is also really good. Might commit for the Sivir, to be honest. Might commit for an early Sivir. Play this on turn 3, then play the Darkened Bloodletters after we have the Warlord's Palace in the field so that we can start advancing it. Don't want to play the Bloodletters now in this turn because we don't have the Warlord's Palace yet. So it's going to be a deck that tries to duplicate the Emperor Dais is what I'm guessing. Right? So this deck is looking to duplicate the Emperor's Dais and kind of get value that way. If the opponent plays a Seer, no, it's not a Seer. I guess we can still go here. I was gonna say, if they're playing a Seer, we can still kill it. We're just gonna go like this, let them trade here if they want to. Because the thing about this, the reason that I also like the Sivir a lot is because the Sand Soldiers are just gonna feed up our Sivir level up. Like our Sivir is gonna level up so quickly. So quickly. Just because of all the Sand Soldiers that keep coming after us. So like opponent actually shooting. Okay, so they are gonna go. I guess it's a little bit more difficult now, right? The Sand Soldiers are dealing a little bit more damage. So I should be a little bit more careful. Opponent even attacks with everything anyways. That shouldn't attack with the Sand Soldier, to be honest, okay? Yeah, I don't agree about attacking the Sand Soldier. You're just giving me another target for my Bloodletters and a way for me to clear up the Rolling Sands on a Dark Control. So that seems kinda trolly to me. Now the Sand Soldiers are very strong now. So what opponent is looking to do here is actually just level up their summon down their Taliyah and then have double Stayas in the field and kind of try to beat us that way. I'm good playing action here because even whatever the opponent does, we can still get value. 5. Unfortunately, this is only gonna take me to 24. So not yet enough to level up the Sivir, but very close, very close.
Business as usual.
So we attack. Opponent also didn't look like they had Taliyah, so they're a little bit in trouble. We can transfer the Bloodletters again, this time to action. And the Sivir levels up next, and I might Absorber to... Ooh, well, action is gonna get leveled up first, right? The problem is gonna be here, Taliyah. Taliyah with all these Sand Soldiers could be a problem.
The Emperor commands, the land obeys.
We still have access to the Unforgiving Cold. Oh wait, is that all they're doing? So if that's all they're doing, can I just go like this? Do I even need to do anything? I don't think I need to do anything. I think I can just pass. Because I can just level up action, level up Sivir, and give everything overwhelm. This is gonna be 9 already in the open attack. I just need to make sure that I present lethal, and then I can do the Absorber in response. And actually, what we can do is that instead of drawing, we can go for the Sandstone Charger. That way I'm presenting lethal right away. Problem is that we don't have Spell Shield yet, right? We don't get the Spell Shield until afterwards, because we didn't level up Sivir last turn. So then we can go... Yeah, let's go here. Let's go Absorber right away. Force the opponent to have an answer. And then we have double Momentous Choice, as well as the Shapestone. And opponent has no blockers, and there we go. GG's. That's why the early Sivir felt so good. I didn't expect the opponent to buff the Sand Soldiers like that, so it got a little bit dicey there at one point, but it was just not enough pressure for it to actually get there, so GG's. Hey, welcome back everybody. Hope you enjoyed today's games. You kind of see what I'm talking about. This deck feels really nice and really solid out what the game plan wants to do. The Body Negations can come in really clutch, as you saw in a couple of games there. Kind of funny how like the one game that we won a Body Negation with against Champion Strength, I guess we did have one and we had to use it, but like I wish I had a second one that I could use for that Champion Strength turn, for the last turn, right? That the opponent committed to get excited, but I don't think that would have mattered anyways because the opponent could just pull my lifesteal units away. I just need to have a little bit more oomph in that game, like the Furious Will there, to actually be able to survive. But Random Negation really critical in this meta, I think, as a 3-off, and everything else feels pretty good. You can get some very awkward hands sometimes if you don't get equipment or units early, so it is important that when you're mulliganing in this deck that you're looking for early units. My keeps are going to be Forsaken by Kai, action, so I'm looking for Forsaken by Kai and action, and sometimes I keep the Merciless Hunter and the Vagabond depending on the matchup, right? So Merciless Hunter against Gwen because she can pull them on the Gwen and be able to actually trade with the Gwen, so that's amazing. And then the Vagabond is just a nice way to get the Warlord's Palace enabled if you really have no other units. But ideally you want to look for Forsaken by Kai and the action, and then kind of go from there. I debated about keeping equipment in the mulligan or not, but I don't think that's actually correct because sometimes you end up with too many equipment, like you saw in one of the games where we ended up with like 3 Swinging Glaives in our hand, and that becomes really, really awkward to deal with. So that'd be my advice in terms of mulligan. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure to like it below, leave us a comment, and subscribe to us. We're so close to 5,000, so help us get there by the end of the year. And you can also find us on Twitch. Twitch, we stream every now and then. And you can also find us on Discord and Twitter. The links to those are both in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all again tomorrow.